All right, this is Dr. William again, and welcome to part 2 of our 10-part series, Band-Aids or Beyond Band-Aids, what root cause medicine really means. So let's discover a healthcare approach that's going to finally listen to your body's story and uncover the real reasons behind your symptoms. Have you ever walked out of a doctor's office with a prescription in hand, but no real answers? Maybe you were told your fatigue or your symptoms was just stress. Your bloating was normal, or your anxiety was chemical. You nodded, you took the pills, and you hoped for relief. But deep down, you knew something wasn't right. You're not alone. Millions of people are stuck in a cycle of symptom management, patching up problems without ever asking why they exist. It's like putting duct tape on a leaking pipe instead of fixing the plumbing. The water keeps coming, the damage keeps growing. But this is where functional medicine is going to change everything. What is root cause medicine? So we begin by asking deeper questions. Instead of how can we stop the symptom, we ask what's causing the symptom in the first place. Begin fixing the roots. Think of your body like a garden. If the leaves are turning yellow, you don't paint them green. You check the soil, water, and sunlight. And lastly, you got to look beneath the surface. Functional medicine is going to dig deep to find the real problem, not just mask the symptom with temporary solutions. So here's the alarming truth. Symptom management is failing us. All right. 60% of adults in the US have at least one chronic disease that impacts their daily life and their long-term health. Nearly 90% of our healthcare spending goes towards this chronic condition management, not curing them or even addressing the root causes. And the average person sees 5 different specialists before getting a proper diagnosis for complex issues like fatigue or autoimmune disease. This isn't healthcare. This is symptom care at its worst, and it's costing us our energy, our clarity, and our hope. So here's Sarah's story. Meet Sarah. She's 42, a high-performing executive, and a mom of 2. She's been feeling exhausted for years. Her doctor ran basic labs and said everything looked normal. He recommended more sleep and less caffeine. But Sarah was sleeping, and she had already cut out caffeine. Still, she felt like she was dragging her body through molasses every day. So when we took a deeper dive, we found that her cortisol levels were flat, showing adrenal burnout that explained her constant exhaustion and inability to handle stress. We found that her B12 and her iron were low, and that was affecting oxygen delivery to the cells, leaving her body struggling to produce energy. And then her gut showed signs of inflammation that were blocking absorption and creating a cycle of deficiency and fatigue. Within 3 months of targeted support, Sarah's energy began to return. She didn't need stimulants. She didn't need more sleep. What she needed was real answers. So functional medicine, we use advanced tools to uncover hidden imbalances that standard testing often misses. This isn't guesswork, it's detective work, and it's personalized to you. These comprehensive assessments look at your body as an interconnected system, identifying the underlying patterns that contribute to your symptoms. So advanced tools like hormone testing that track adrenal, thyroid, and sex hormone patterns to reveal imbalances affecting things like energy, mood, weight, and sleep. Using nutrient panels that are going to detect deficiencies in vitamin levels, mineral levels, and other essential nutrients that power your cellular function. And then using gut health assessments that are going to reveal inflammation, infections, or microbiome issues that are impacting digestion, immunity, or brain function. And then we look for toxin and inflammatory markers. We identify those hidden stressors like environmental toxins or chronic inflammation that's burdening your system. In the British Medical Journal, patients in a functional medicine program showed significant improvements in their quality of life scores compared to those in conventional care. In another study in the Journal of American Medical Association, chronic fatigue syndrome was linked to mitochondrial dysfunction and immune dysregulation, issues that are rarely addressed in standard care. So, isn't symptom relief important? Yes, but it's only the first step. Relief without resolution leads to dependence on medications and recurring issues that never truly heal. What if my labs are normal? Normal doesn't mean optimal. Functional medicine is going to look for patterns and optimal ranges, not just numbers that fall within broad averages. Is functional medicine safe? Absolutely. It's evidence-based, it's personalized, and it often reduces the need for long-term medications by addressing these underlying causes. So start thinking about root cause today. We don't need a full lab panel to begin shifting your mindset. These practical steps that I'm going to cover with you will begin to start uncovering the patterns behind your symptoms and get you thinking like your own functional medicine detective. So here's 4 steps to begin your journey. Number 1, track your symptoms over time. Look for patterns. When do they worsen? What triggers them? What makes them better? Start to notice if there's any connections between food, stress, sleep, and how you feel. Number 2, ask why 3 times. For any symptom, dig deeper. Example, I'm tired. Why? Poor sleep. Why? Think it's stress. Why? Overcommitted schedule. You can see how this approach, as we dig deeper, starts to begins to reveal the true source. Number 3, review your health history. What events happened before your symptoms began? Were there any illnesses, any traumas, any travel, any major life changes, etc.? These clues will often point to the root cause. And then start a root cause journal. Write down questions you want answered, not just symptoms. Curiosity is going to be that first important step toward healing. So today's challenge, I want you to flip the script on one symptom. So choose one symptom you've been managing, whether it's fatigue, bloating, anxiety, pain, etc. And instead of asking, how do I fix this? Ask, what could be causing this? Write down 3 possible root causes. You don't need to be right, you just need to start thinking differently. This simple shift in perspective is going to help open the door to real answers. So you deserve more than Band-Aids. You're not broken, you're not lazy, you're not just getting older. You're a complex, beautiful system that deserves to be understood, not silenced. Functional medicine honors your body. It doesn't just treat your symptoms, it listens to your story, respects your experience, and validates what you've been feeling all along. So we connect the dots. Your symptoms aren't random, they're clues. We help you piece together the puzzle and see the bigger picture of your health. And the energy, clarity, and the confidence that you lost doesn't have to stay gone. Root cause healing is going to help you rebuild your vitality from the inside out. So here's the difference between managing and healing. In conventional care, it only goes this far. In functional medicine, by searching for the root causes, we go to a deeper level, expanding your vitality and your energy. So if today's message resonated with you, imagine what's possible when you go deeper. Again, consider our paid membership that's going to offer hands-on protocols, personalized assessments, and a supportive community that's going to help solve your health puzzle, not just manage it. You'll gain access to detailed lab interpretation guides, step-by-step healing protocols, live Q&A sessions with practitioners, and a community of people who are going to understand exactly what you're going through. You're not here to survive, you're here to thrive. So let's get to the root causes. Let's stop guessing and start knowing what's really happening in your body. Let's get those personalized protocols. Let's receive some targeted strategies designed specifically for your unique situation. And let's connect with others on this same journey so that you never feel alone again. Thank you, and see you next time.